This is what I'm about to eat. Noodles with dried mushrooms, all kinds of veggies and stuff I put in there. It's in there somewhere. And this salmon, canned salmon. That should do it for the start of the day, and then I'll videotape later. Might as well eat it in front of y'all. I got my hair cut finally. Man, I was struggling to get it straight. Man, it was taking forever. But anyway, this is some noodles and salmon. I mean, I gave in and started eating fish again, even though it's just crazy, the stories you hear about fish. But, it's a natural form of creatine. Yesterday I did a video with no supplements. I didn't say it. I didn't think it was necessary to say that every time. Oh, no supplements. But when you see me and I don't have that much of a pump, it's usually early in the morning and I just want to put a little footage in there. And I haven't even really started working out, so... But yeah, this looks pretty good. I got bacon, salt in here, lots of veggies, little dehydrated ones, but green onions, carrots, mushrooms, and salmon. And chicken flavor in here, though. I am using chicken flavor because I didn't really have much kind of flavoring to go with the salmon, so I was going to put some oil in here, but I was like, no, I don't need any seed oil. That's just stupid. Just this is fine. I got sleep last night, so that helped out. There's no background check needed. It can be shipped directly to your door. /Hannity right now. You'll get 10% off. That's byrna.com/Hannity today. Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, the people are actually happy. If I had to name this, I'd call it high salt fish noodle. And that's Medishare. Maybe you've heard joining Medishare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge. Good though. So this morning I did alternating slide push-ups, regular slide push-ups, a set of triceps, a set of biceps. I didn't do any of it on camera. I just did it because I woke up and I needed to get my blood moving. Taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want to plan. It's very important, Your mind might take a little longer. In the morning when I get sleep, it's harder for me to wake up after that because I don't sleep that well. And if I do, my body says, hey, that was nice, relax. It's hard to relax though. Because I'm motivated. Every morning I wake up. Doesn't matter how tired I am. So I pretty much did like 4 or 5 sets this morning. And I did more because I did some real simple stuff like this. Or you just hold yourself for a bunch of seconds. And I did those too. I didn't really want to bring it up because it's not really a muscle building movement, but it's to just have to do shit. At Valley Cancer Resource Center, we see hope. We're here with the tools you need to take care of your loved ones and take better care of yourself. I mean, the sunflower oil would add a little flavor to this, but it's not necessary.
Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, traumatic brain injury, or stroke. Caring for older adults can be difficult, especially if you're doing it alone.
So,
The caregiver provides respite.
anyway, what I was trying to get at is I didn't eat anything. I started my workout with no food, no supplements, as is per normal. And if I don't, man, I don't know what's going on. So once in a while I wake up in the morning, I don't want to get started real quick, but that's very rare.
The toll-free number to call from Valley Caregivers is 800-541-8614. That number again, 800-541-8614. Hey, this is Terry Maxwell. Let's talk about termites. Termites cause more damage to structures than any natural disaster. And you can't buy insurance against termite damage. For homes, businesses, and
So
my plan is a little offset for doing a cut work video.
because I had wanted to use some straps, but my dog broke my straps. So but I'll figure something out for the way I wanted to do cut work is a little bit. Now I got to think.
New things, so
Got to plan it a little differently.
From state-of-the-art copiers to advanced printers, we ensure your business runs smoothly. Visit abm1.com or call us today at 1-877-YES-ABM1. That's 1-877-377-3277.
But this carb noodle dish will be really good
American Business Machines, your trusted partner for all your office
with
technology.
fish.
what is your dream U.S. vacation destination?
Anywhere they want to send us to protest.
I might have to eat a cheese sandwich after this, though, just to add to it a little.
And use a megaphone and yell while people try and talk?
Well, this is a vacation where you should actually relax. Listen for the 10 winning words every weekday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. and enter to win at knpr.com. The more words you enter, the better your chances of winning. And choose your trip. Includes airfare tickets to any major U.S. city.
In a plane, I don't want to cause more pollution.
Give that to my dog. Eat the other one. Just saving a little teeny juice for my dog.
Throw in luxury hotel accommodations and unique VIP level experiences for you and a friend. Don't miss out on this chance of a lifetime. So where are you choosing? Vegas, Hawaii, New York, Moscow. I do like Wasco, but you can actually pick anywhere. Keep it here for the next Tuesday and your chance to choose your trip. From KNZR, 1560 AM, 97.7 FM, KNZ.
This is one of the meals I just forced myself. It's not my favorite. If I was to eat, I'd like to eat bacon and eggs and in the morning. But it's actually better if you just cram a bunch of soluble protein in. And noodles. The eggs are good, but I don't have any, so.
To talk about some of the other things that she's got going on, get her perspective on exactly what the priorities are for her and her team. I really appreciate the fact that she mentioned she is really grateful that we put Stan Ellison. Stan is a guy who his background in oil and also agriculture is going to hopefully help educate some of the people up there that have been.
This fish here in a can, the salmon, they keep the fucking bones in some brine before they are able to put it in a serving can in the store. So somehow or another, the bones are easy to eat, but probably not as safe to eat this kind of salmon.
All the people that are on his committee or in the legislature, in the
Since all the
The truth is,
heavy metals build up near the bone and the cartilage.
but I think he's gonna make some good inroads
But I just have whatever options I have, I use them.
on both sides. Certainly the Republicans are happy to have him there. Because he brings something to the table. It's really nice to have someone like this. And if I know the Democrats fairly well, they'll put him on committees that maybe
You know.
can use his expertise as much as he should or could. And that would be what you hate to see. I mean, there's this story about the bill, AB 100, and this is what's going to continue to fund much of what Gavin Newsom wants. But this is Carl DeMaio, who is going against it, and he wanted to carve out some of the money that was being spent. He points out in my district, a family of four going to the
But a lot of times when I go right on camera in the morning, I haven't done anything yet because I want to save doing footage for the camera. So, but that's not all the time.
Coverage for Medi-Cal as taxpayers spent. When this was proposed, Governor Newsom claimed it would only cost $6.5 billion. He was either woefully ignorant as to the fiscal realities, or he lied to the public. Today we find it's $10 billion and counting, counting of taxpayer money given to free healthcare to illegal immigrants. I don't think anybody is for that, but here's the rub. DeMaio was removed from his budget committee position, which he says was retaliation, in part for using the hearing to find out from the California Department of Finance that the state has spent $9.5 billion on healthcare for illegal immigrants. He also became with the state's high-speed rail program, claiming the Little Track laid what Little Track has laid thus far is non-permanent phony rail put in place to remain eligible for federal funding. And I know the president happy claims that that's what they're doing, but this is what happens. When you're somebody like Carl DeMaio and you point
So just trying to get these two meals down,
you get
man,
retaliated against.
a little rough.
But I think CNL is going to be a little bit different because you retaliate against somebody who knows what he's talking about 100%, not somebody who's simply saying, hey, we shouldn't be spending this money. They don't like people like that.
I'll eat the rest off camera. I'm going to have a cigarette.
Where's the stop the hour?
See you in a bit.
Before we go,